You can keep scratching your head in embarrassment. And that's when I came over. See Zheng Tai appearing here. I can't help but secretly scold Kia Zinkin for this big mouth. Zheng Tai said hi to me. Said I wanted to come with Zhao Nan. And he refused. But I know, Zhao Nan still likes the future senior. See me bow my head. Zheng Tai continued. Zhao Nan went to see you for the last time. I cried for a long time after coming back. It was also the first time I saw him drinking. Why on earth are you doing this to him? You're still as nosy as ever. My sneering response. Zheng Tai asked me if I was really so heartless. And I ignored him. Greet Feng San and leave. He doesn't know me and Zhao Nan, not from the same world at all. Being with me will only make him worried about the future. So long pain is better than short pain. It would be best if I disappeared from his world. I came home without seeing my mother. Only one message from Mom. Said he had something to do and was going out for a month. Finally, he told me to study hard. On a plane bound for the United States. Mom holds a stack of Planck research materials. Make up your mind. Never forgive those who hit on their son. I lay in bed at night, tossing and turning. I keep thinking back to my childhood and Zhao Nan. Bit by bit. Then Zhao Nan's face kept magnifying in his mind. Since you can't sleep, then go out for a night run. Let out some energy. I didn't expect this time, it made me aware of the potential danger. A man is running wild on the street at night. He is the youngest underworld emperor in H country. Intentionally or unintentionally, he actually went to the original school. Familiar faces keep popping up in my mind. At this moment, I keenly noticed that I was being followed. So I just speed up and disappear around the corner. The car followed. But no trace of me was found. And now had climbed to a high wall. I took a big leap. It landed on the hood of the car. I found a foreigner in the car holding a camera. Very nervous. I asked him why he was following me. This guy wants to speed up and dump me. All my strength. One elbow smashed the windshield. Ask you again, who are you? The man was stunned to the spot. I saw the camera on his chest. Pulled it over. When I saw what was in the camera, I was shocked. It's a photo of me and Kia Zinkin together. Scrolling down again is the daily life of Zhao Nan and Zheng Tai. See the expression on my face when I choose someone to die. This guy was terrified. Quickly explained that it is entrusted. I took this man home. Feng San checked the content of the photo in the camera. Judging from the date, it has been tracked for at least half a year. I think of the note my mother left behind. It might have something to do with it. Tell Feng San to contact Uncle Tianan. Ask him to bring someone who can speak English. On the other hand, my mother arrives at a high-rise building in the United States. There's a bunch of vicious people inside. People are also particularly alert to the woman at the door. One person stops Mom. You can only go up if you want to make an appointment. Mom pulls out that mysterious invitation. This person saw this. Immediately contact the person in charge with the earphones. And then all the windows came down 9 stories. Mom is not afraid. A group of people stand in 2 rows. Said the person in charge was waiting for Mom on the 88th floor. Mom resolutely walks to the elevator. And within the Dihu group, Ming Zai is torturing the person kneeling in front of him, at whose command. The man trembled and refused to tell the behind the scenes. In the next second, the steel needle was instantly inserted between the 5 fingers. I'm going to ask you one last time. Men can't stand this oppression. The confession was commissioned by Planck. Hear this name. Tianan was obviously shocked. I suspect there is a doubt whether he knows. Tianan said that he was originally worried that it was a member of the Wando gang. If it's Planck, don't worry. Mom should meet this person by now. The last person to put Mom in danger. The grave grass is already 2 meters high, but now someone is hitting on Mom again. And it makes me mad. But Iron Man is very calm. I grabbed him by the collar. If something happens to Mom, I will end you with my own hands. Calm down for a moment. I asked Yellow Hair to contact Plant. If you dare to touch a hair of someone around me, I'll break his bones piece by piece. At this time, my mother has arrived at 88. It's an unusually spacious place. On the big screen above is the poo that my mother is looking for. Ronk didn't expect his wife to come so soon. It took too much effort to invite you over. Photos of the lives of their loved ones come into view. This makes mom look murderous. Let me see the lady's strength first. Frank just finished speaking. A man with footprints appears. This guy is totally restrained. Looks like an extremely dangerous person. Plank promises as long as he can kill the woman in front of him, we'll set him free. Immediately, the person lifted the full body restriction. Enjoy yourself. This guy is laughing weird, rushing up quickly. Mom is calm. Glanced at the person. This person just feels that there are flowers in front of him, and then he lost consciousness. Is that all you have? Plank smiled when he heard that. Then a few filed out, just like before. The restrictions on the body have also been lifted one after another. Looking at the ferocious people, my mother closed her eyes. When I open my eyes, darts have been added to the hand. And then he throws his hands forward. I wore the bodies of several people on the opposite side in minutes. Then mom rushed into the crowd. In a few breaths, everyone has been lying down. When I see you, you're dead. Facing mom's threat, Plank smiled. Pushed a button. Then the whole room was filled with strange gas. Plank, in the room, breathed a sigh of relief. Finally completed this most difficult invitation. Standing by the side was Wang Ming. Ask him when he can officially start the game. Grunk told him that the sponsors would all come together. The world's biggest show is about to begin. A luxury cruise ship is parked somewhere in the East China Sea. There are helicopters all the time. Send important people to the ship. Brothers who once fought side by side. Now, because he put his mother in danger. Knowing all this, I don't know why. So we ordered his name to call Zheng Tai. At this time, Zheng Tai and Zhao Nan were talking and laughing. Your appearance interrupted the two of them. Zheng Tai, who I haven't seen in a long time, is very happy. He also posed in a pose that he thought was handsome and asked if he wanted to see it. Zhao Nan also recognized Ming's identity. After clearly explaining the purpose of the visit, Zheng Tai is caught in a dilemma. Because I made an appointment with Zhao Nan to go out and play today. Zhao Nan heard the name he had been thinking about for a long time. Silence for a long time. Finally, tell Zheng Tai that things are important. Ming and Feng San stood guard outside the door. The two were also worried about whether a fight would break out in the house. Ming teased Feng San and asked him to go in and have a look. Feng San hurriedly waved his hand and said that he was timid. Then he said leisurely. In fact, I am very happy with the president during this time. I finally feel like a normal person. But people like us. Once you step into the rivers and lakes, how easy is it to go back? The person in the room is looking at a photo of a table. A confused face, when I asked him what the undead were trying to do. He is even more confused. Until Iron Man pulled out the Plank photo. He recognized that it was the undead map found in the United States. I told him what had happened. Ask him what Wang Ming said at that time. Zheng Tai told me, Plank promised Wang Ming to hold that kind of competition for him. After the game, I asked Iron Man to help me prepare for going to America. He told me he was on parole. I ordered him to do whatever it took. Zheng Tai also knows the seriousness of the matter. Offered to go together. He said that the matter of mother and the undead map is his business. I told him he should stay and protect Nan. Zheng Tai retorted that I am the one who should protect Zhao Nan. I don't have time to argue with him about this. Tell him he's an adult. Just don't regret the choices you made. In a luxury cruise ship, Plank is doing a welcome ceremony. Be a variety of people off stage. It looks like they are all bosses who are divided. There is European Secretary Carpaccio. USTD Automotive President Bosque. Las Vegas Union Representative Cells. Mexican Drug Lord Carlos. Italian Mafia Boss Carl. Plank said that Neon Kingdom and Yuangguo were invited. However, there is no exact answer yet. People say this. Games that risk your life are fun. The championship award for this competition is exaggerated. Carl said the man behind him is confident of winning the championship. Carlos can win by holding down a group of his own. Carpaccio is not to be outdone, as long as the twins win. Just give them an oil field. Frank was very happy to see that the crowd was very enthusiastic. Indicates that the game is ready. Then a huge screen rose above everyone's heads. And the person on the screen is Wang Ming. The stadium is being set up at the bottom of the cruise ship. Inside the glass box, Capico asks the twins if they are confident. The twins say they're not like the contestants. Afraid of accidentally killing people. Plank Classical allows them to do their best. As long as you can win, Mr. Wang Mingtu, he could award an additional $10 million. Capico doesn't understand where his confidence comes from. Twins are two people. Plank said that Mr. Wang Mingfu was alone. It doesn't matter if you fight two people. At this time, the Plank Lair building. The elevator slowly ascends to the 88th floor. Both of them were holding gas masks. The two talked about the gas injected before. Enough to put 20 elephants to sleep for a day. Anyway, before the boss comes back, get that woman under control. The elevator door has been opened while talking. Except for the people lying on the ground. There was no woman. Suddenly, a kick came from behind. Mom jumped off the ladder. One kick FLIs a person. The other hand grabs the face of a person. Just grab it and bang it on the floor. And that's when my mom exhaled. Ask where the plank are. At this moment, everyone inside the cruise ship is staring at the game on the screen. Everyone was shocked by Wang Mingtu's strength at this moment. Because, in just a few minutes, one of twins, it has been carried by Wang Ming like a chicken. Another person tried to come to the rescue. But he was kicked in the door by Wang Mingzu. And then hit the high platform with one kick. PP on the head. I stepped directly on the door in front of him. At this time, the person in his hand moved his shoes. A sharp knife popped out of the toe. This man's eyes are fierce. Raise your foot and stab directly at the undead butcher. He smiled when he thought he had succeeded. But the face of the undead is expressionless. Forcibly carry it with your body this time. This person panicked when he saw Wang Mingtu's expression. He quickly took a few steps back. But I saw Wang Mingtu's iron fist coming towards the door. One punch knocked the man unconscious. Plank laughed as he watched the game. Ask if anyone else wants to challenge. Everyone was silent at the moment. On the other side, Zhao Nan is swinging Autumn with his heart full of thoughts. When he saw Zheng Tai coming, he hurriedly asked him what happened. Zheng Tai didn't want him to worry and wanted to hide it. But looking at Zhao Nan's aggressive eyes. I know I can't hide it. Tell him what happened. Zheng Tai said that he would go to the United States to stop the undead land. Looking at Zhao Nan's worried expression, Zheng Tai expressed confidence. No one is better than themselves. Fang San, on the other side, also wants to follow me to America. I choked on a few words and couldn't speak. Do you speak English? Do you have an international driver's license? I said it was famous. Just go with me. Plank, wash my neck and wait. This unlikely man is a lumberjack. My favorite thing to do is watch the commentary of the yo-yo. I accidentally swiped Wang Mingfu today. Game video. The $10 million prize for this competition. Make him excited. An elderly man across the country is fishing leisurely. Suddenly a lot of traffic drove up. A group of people in black robes got out of the car. The leader is Li Shenghao, the deputy leader of the Wandao gang. I saw him clasp his fists in both hands and salute the old man respectfully. The old man glanced at him. Did your father ask you to come find me? Li Shenghao showed a sad expression on his face. Please avenge my father and brother. The old man denies that he is a man of Pingjiang old wood. Ask him to find someone else. Li Shenghao continued to say. The Wandao gang suffered a catastrophe. All 13 halls were severely damaged by a woman from H country. Then kneel down and kowtow and ask the old man for help again. The old man remains unmoved. Li Shenghao's next sentence stunned the old man for a moment. Wang Long of the Black Club was also killed by that woman. The old man laughs weirdly. No wonder these 2 years the old guy didn't come to trouble me. It turned out to have been reincarnated long ago. Then slowly stand up. The man who could kill Wang Long intrigued me. Li Shenghao was overjoyed when he heard the words. He kowtowed in thanks. The old man laughed. I just want to move this old bone. A ship is moving fast in a sea area. This is the route that Iron Man arranged for me. Take the boat to the Neon Wave and then transfer. Zheng Tai is taking a car to the airport by the roadside. A car stopped next to him. Feng San said he would give him a ride. Along the way, Feng San's texture is too beautiful to make Zheng Tai feel carsick. Finally got to the airport. Zheng Tai wanted to say goodbye to Feng San like he was running for his life, but was stopped by Feng San. Zheng Tai thought he was worried about Senior Zhang. Tell him not to worry. But I saw this guy smiling and saying that he also wanted to go to the United States. Then Feng San, who got on the plane, was even more excited. Chicken, you are so beautiful that Zheng Tai starts to get airsick again. In a house, a man is reading a newspaper. It is to report that the world champion Undead is willing to fall, participating in illegal boxing matches. Zhao Nan came over and called Dad. Then he said he had something to do and went to America to see him. Dad ignores him. Explained that it is for Kia. The star competition is going to cheer. The prosecutor asked him, that's all. Zhao Nan, who seemed to be seen through his thoughts, was speechless. Then the prosecutor general agreed to let him go. I haven't waited for him to be happy yet. Another request. Just go to me with Zhao Nan. On the other side, Wang Mingtu found Plank. Tell him he doesn't want to play boring games anymore. Ask him when he can play officially. Frank told him not to worry. It means everything is ready. Then came a box of rice. Said it was 10 million for this competition. Unexpectedly, Wang Mingtu didn't even glance at it. Says he's not interested in these papers. He was ready to get up and leave. Plank told him, what happens next will be interesting. Then I made a call and asked where the other person was. And this is Mom on the phone. Horizontal, 7 on the ground. Lying upright are Plank's cell phones. Plank gave his phone to the undead to peek at. Ask him if he can defeat this woman. Wang Mingtu was stunned when he saw the photo. Recall the scene of training in the mountains 2 years ago. At that time, I saw the competition between Zheng Tai and his mother. Only then did I realize how big the gap was. But he knew he wasn't what he used to be. Pulled back to reality, he smiled and beat him. I never thought I would lose. Back then, Feng San was also brighter than Hu Yuanyang. Gone like a glutton. Now, coming to the United States with Zheng Tai. Torturing Zheng Tai with singing along the way. I just arrived in the United States, and muttered that I was hungry. There is no trace of a master's demeanor. This bitter Zheng Tai. I finally fed this. Drive to the location where the video was posted before. Zheng Tai turned around and found that Feng San was eating again. Feng San, who was reprimanded by Zheng Tai, had a brain hamburger in your mouth. At this time, the two were blocked by a group of people. Zheng Tai recognized the person leading the game is the previous video shooter. See, two people don't talk. A bald man stepped forward, looking for trouble. Zheng Tai was just about to speak. Feng San put a hand on his shoulder. Looking at the short, fat man in front of him, the bald head laughed at the monkey just now. Now here comes another pig. These words made Feng San's green veins burst, a punch to the belly of the bald head. I saw the bald head turn, his eyes white and foaming at the mouth. The bald head fell to the ground. This situation surprised others. Feng San turned around to show off to Zheng Tai, more than enough to deal with these trash fish on your own. The next second, a toy gun was pointed at the forehead. Looking at the black muzzle, Feng San's eyes turned cold, a powerful aura erupted all over. This made the bearded man sigh. Is there anything special about this fat man? The next second, Feng San raised his hands and surrendered. However, no one noticed. A figure ran from behind Feng San at high speed. I saw Zheng Tai luck flying with all his strength. Kick on the bearded wrist. One kick kicked the toy gun away. Not waiting for the bearded man to be surprised, kicked the bearded face again. Instantaneous. Make the rest of the people dare not move again. Can I ask you something now? Give up. Pull out a picture of Plank and ask where this guy is. Internet celebrities dare not hide anything, but Shirking himself is only responsible for filming. Other things I don't know. Looking at the fierce expression. Or reveal. There's going to be a big game here soon. I also arrived in the United States with Ming. Looking forward to the driver's trip to Plank's lair. But for Bera, with a loaded gun at the door. Made me stop thinking about going in. You heard that it is now in no access status. No matter what the specific reason is, I don't know yet. When I'm at a loss. The driver handed over an envelope. Said it was a lead found at the request of headquarters. According to the data, TD Automotive President Bosque owns 30% of CSC. And a fighting fan. Maybe you can get the clues you want through this person. There is a competition going on in a fencing gym in France. The Olympic champion lost in a few strokes. The Olympic champion asked him to compete in his place next time. This is Jason, also the brother of Jocks in the last game. Just like his brother, sporting events are pointless. Throw the helmet lightly. An arrow pierced the helmet. And then a sinister smile. Decided to go to the United States for a real competition. This woman is my most loyal subordinate. Now, you're going to use force against me. It turned out that I found TD before. The president of the car may know. Mom. Wait for the car to arrive at the place. Was told not to enter without an appointment. There was no other way. I'm going to sneak in through the high wall. This encountered your block. This is America. And I'm still in fake 17. But my mother's whereabouts are unknown, has made me lose my cool. Anyone who stands in my way will be destroyed by me. In the midst of a tense standoff, a vehicle approaches in the distance. And the person sitting in the car is exactly the beau we are looking for. Skye immediately called the name and got in the car to chase after him. The Feng San conspiracy in the hotel on the other side. The reason is that he surrendered in the face of the sudden situation before. Feel ashamed. People here are all taking tutu. I've only seen it in movies before. Feel useless. Zheng Tai comforted him that he was very brave. It was also Feng San who took the initiative to attack before. Otherwise, Zheng Tai will be in danger first. Besides, future seniors will also face the same situation here. Huang Zheng Tai comforted Feng San. It will definitely bring strength to future seniors. See Zheng Tai's sincere eyes. Feng San immediately smiled. Push yourself up. He is the right hand of the president. Bosque on the road here is talking to Plank. Video call. From the two on the phone. Plank is in charge of inviting. More powerful players will participate. Bosque is responsible for injecting more funds. Just then, spotted a car following in the rearview mirror. Bosque told the driver to pull over. The driver alerted to the danger. Bosque doesn't care. Your car is bulletproof. Ming and I came to the side. Identified himself as a member of the Dihu group. Bosque, but disdainfully said that I have never heard of such a small company. He said he wanted to ask him something, but was interrupted by his impatience. Say you are busy and want to tell the driver to drive. I'm running out of patience. He reached out and blocked the window that was about to close. I need to ask you a few things. This is not a negotiation. Bosque stared at me for a long time. Suddenly, my face overlapped with the person I remembered. Then he took the initiative to open the door. Did something that made Ming and I both drop our jaws. He just gave me a big hug. Then he shouted excitedly that it was you. I am your big fan. The sudden situation made me and Ming both confused, so he went on to say that he had seen my last game. Become my fan. I thought I was here to compete again. In the hotel here. Thank 3 times since being cured. Become a living treasure again. After hearing that Kia Zinkin is coming to the United States to play a game, mumbling excitedly to pick up the plane. Zheng Tai couldn't agree to his request. I came to the airport and saw Kia Zinkin waving this way. Except for Kia Zinkin, there's another figure who shouldn't be here. Zhao Nan and his father appeared behind Kia Zinkin. Bosque said he was an investor in the competition. I don't care about that. I just want to know where the Plank are now. About this, he reassured me and said to call Plank immediately. And Plank's cell phone was left in the car. And he himself has come to a place. The owner of this house is Jade Sasaki. Invitation to Plank. Sasaki directly refused. My knife will not be your means of making money. Let's put it another way. Plank smiled. I'll provide you with a proof. Your knife is a place where you can cut people. I heard it for a long time. Sasaki slowly pulled out her knife. The expression on his face is getting colder and colder. 2 years ago, Zheng Tai's strength can already make her mother suffer. It has been back and forth with the big boss, Wang Long. As a martial heritage, he have the heart of a dancer who is fearless of any challenge. 2 years later, the strength of Zheng Tai, who grows hair, even more unfathomable. However, the appearance of a diminutive old man in the distance. But it made his heart throb. This also starts from picking up Kia Zinken just now. The moment I saw Zhao Nan's father, Feng San's eyes couldn't close his mouth. Whispered to Zheng Tai as he walks by. The reason why I am here. I just don't want to put Zhao Nan in danger. Kia Zinken said to return the wine first. The store adjusts the game status. At this time, Zheng Tai felt the breath of the strong. This feeling, stronger than when I met Wang Long. 3 people walked out of the airport in the distance. That feeling of danger, it's from the little castle in the middle with the floral shirt. The old man, who seemed to feel something, also raised his eyes, glancing in the right direction. At this time, big hand was placed on Zheng Tai's shoulder. Feng San asked him what happened. Zheng Tai shook her head and said nothing. Looking back, I have lost the figure of the mysterious old man. At this time, Li Shenghao also asked the old man what was wrong. The old man smiled. Found an interesting little devil. This trip to the US could be interesting. The other side convinced Sasaki's plank to walk out. The subordinate reported that the TD just gave it to him. Bosque called. And at Bosque's house, I'm asking him why he sent someone to follow me. In the face of my question, he said he was not clear. He's just an investor. That's when Plank's call came back. Bosque told him I was by his side. Plank was very excited about my arrival. Because the first invitation to this competition, it was sent to me. I'm not interested in talking nonsense with him. Ask him where his mother is. He didn't answer my question directly. Just saying that people are safe now. I was raging. Hammer the table and continue to ask. Plank threatened me as long as I agreed to participate in the competition. You can see my mother. A speedboat is speeding on the high seas. A figure on the speedboat shrouded in a robe stopped while approaching a luxury cruise ship. It was the long-lost mother who lifted her robe. Looking at the luxury cruise ship in front of you, Mom jumped up silently. But no security was found. After looking around, a floodgate caught my mother's attention. Go down the stairs. Below is a spacious room. The sound of boxing came from inside. It was a strong man throwing his fist at the dummy. From the back, it looks like Wang Mingtu, no doubt. Wang Mingtu seems to know who is coming. He stopped what he was doing. You really came. Wang Mingtu still did not look back. The door that came at this time suddenly closed. Mom asked him why. Looking back, Wang Mingtu, but wearing a strange mask. I just want to fight. Made so much happen. You will die at my hands. Mom drank it sharply. Wang Mingtu expressed himself. I don't have the confidence to defeat my mother yet. Then he said, sorry. The voice just fell. Strange gas began to emit from the side. Mom as the ceiling of the drama's combat power. Once an enemy, Wang Long was undefeated. It is to sweep down the 13 halls of the Wandao gang by itself. Mouth now fell in front of the undead map. However, it was an unfair duel. When you see the unknown gas coming in, Mom already knows that something is wrong. So seize the opportunity. Attack the undead first. I want to kill him before he falls. But Wang Bingtu has also undergone 2 years of practice in the 5 meridians. I have a certain understanding of my mother's tricks. And don't fight with Mom. Just dodge. The strenuous exercise just now, it also let my mother inhale a lot of gas. Although unwilling, still helpless to fall. And on Plank's private jet. Except for Sasaki, who promised to invite him before, and a big beard. It was the mercenary colonel who had been invited before. Greyfirth. He told Plank why he had agreed to the invitation. It's because I'm tired of the killing on the battlefield. Frank laughed. Said he was as rumored. It will give him an interesting stage. Greyfoss tightened the Nepalese army knife in his hand. I'm looking forward to it. The other side, Zheng Tai, go to Zhao Nan and ask him why he is here. Zhao Nan explained that it was for Kia. Star competition refueling, but this statement obviously cannot convince Zheng Tai. Zheng Tai told him to go back as soon as the game is over. Said it was very dangerous here now. Zhao Nan said that he is not a child. And dad has been with American Buddha. Le friends went to meet. See if this can be solved. He also asked if he had come here in the future. Zheng Tai didn't want him to worry. Shirk and say you don't know. And I was flying into the cruise ship in a helicopter. I'll look back and let you see for yourself. After saying that, he jumped in the surprised eyes of the two. And jumped right onto the cruise ship deck. I pray in my heart that nothing happens to my mother. The cruise ship is so big that I can't find it all at once. You can only find it one room at a time. After kicking open 3 rooms in a row. Finally, the floodgates below caught my attention. Go down the stairs. Wang Mingtu seems to have been waiting for me for a long time. I'm not talking nonsense, just ask my mother where she is. He told me not to worry. Now, people are in a safe place. Then slowly take off the mask. That wasn't the plan. But your presence has made my blood boil. He threw the mask aside. As long as I can beat me, and see the lady, I rubbed my neck. Isn't that easy to handle? Hear my mocking words, the undead will report. Still so awesome. I have been cultivating hard for the past 2 years, just waiting for this moment to beat you. Then the two stood together. And everything that happens, Plank has seen it all. Unplanned emergencies. Let him spit out a national quintessence. Quickly contact the internet celebrity and let him start the live broadcast immediately. Internet celebrities also question how many days after the game began. Interrupted by Plank. The world's top competition officially begins. This man is bored and swiping small videos. The next second is video content. His eyes widened in shock. And this time, Zheng Tai and Zhao Nan are in the room for my business. And worry. Suddenly, Feng San hurried into the room. Shows the video content you just saw. This shocked both of them. It's the picture of me fighting Wang Mingtu. Then my fist was squeezed by him. And his attack was blocked by me. You wouldn't understand that, since that year's failure. What kind of days did you spend? Wang Mingtu said angrily. That sense of powerlessness and frustration, let yourself be confused. All efforts, just to be able to kill today. 100 songs I disdain. Where did you get the confidence to say that? The enraged undead rushed towards me. But neither of them noticed the ventilation duct next to them. Outgoing gas. Then the screen turned. Plank appears. The World Summit has officially begun. Pictures of intense fighting spread. Let everyone go crazy for the game. The event has reached an unprecedented level of popularity. Tianan of Dihu Group received the news. Kia Chenchen, who is practicing, I also know from the coach. And a bunch of Foblers are watching this. The prosecutor and his friend Fobler are also discussing. But a basin of cold water was poured on it. One was because it was on an island in the high seas. The other most important thing is, the US is all about capital controls. In this game, behind the scenes, there are existences that dare not be provoked. The end result is that there is nothing you can do. Kia Zinkan also pushed away Zheng Tai's room at this time. He asked why I was fighting with the undead. Zheng Tai told him to leave it alone. Just feel safe and ready to play your own game. Kia Zinkan said he wouldn't turn a blind eye. A moment of silence. Zheng Tai beckons Feng San to go out for a walk. Zhao Nan asked where to go and got no answer. Zheng Tai and Feng San are going to the former internet celebrity's live stream place. Unlike last time, the two just entered the warehouse. Dozens of vicious people blocked it. And at the innermost part of the crowd is a face. Proud king. This time there is such a person to protect. So don't worry at all. Ask where the competition venue is at Zheng Tai. Also scoff. You really don't understand the situation. Internet celebrity said arrogantly. If you want to know the location, you can enter the competition. Last time I saw your skills.